Welcome to today's Rate Fast Speed seminar. I'm Dr. John Alchemy. Today we're going to be talking about price indexing in workers' compensation. As we begin, let's talk about the definition of what a price index is. A price index is a tool that allows stakeholders to determine the accuracy of pricing in any market. For example, if you're buying a car, you might go to the Kelley Blue Book website, enter the information about your car, and get a determined value for your car if you choose to sell it. And that's if you choose to sell it to an auto dealer, a private party, etc. There's also something called the Georgia Index, which is used for pricing of chicken on the commercial market. Likewise, stakeholders look at this index to determine if they pay too much or too little for the price of chicken at grocery stores and retail. As you can imagine, if the price index is wrong, the stakeholders are given incorrect information and can't make the decisions they need to make on the best information available. Incorrect pricing information leads to incorrect payment, leads to wasted resources, time, and additional effort to determine the correct price. Workers' compensation is no different, and today we're going to explore a little bit about the pricing of work injury with regards to impairment rating. In workers' compensation pricing, someone gets hurt at work, they go to the doctor's office, the injury gets treatment, becomes MMI or maximally medically improved, and now needs to be priced out. How is this price decided? In California, injury pricing is based on the AMA Guide's 5th edition. Although the steps in the AMA Guides are straightforward on how to determine the value of the injury, the stakeholder looking at a provider's report is much less clear. Did the doctor ask the right questions? Did the doctor take the right measurements? Did the doctor do the calculations correctly? Did the doctor include all the essential diagnostic tests to make the opinion valid? Without intimate of the over 600 pages in the AMA Guide's 5th edition, the stakeholders have no chance of determining the accuracy or the completeness of the report before them. Basically, they're being delivered a value and a price for an injury with very little to no resources to check the accuracy and completeness of the report. This is what is the problem that we're exploring with injury pricing in California workers' compensation. So there is no pricing index or no way to check the quality of the pricing when it's delivered to the stakeholders, and this is further complicated by the factors of additional pre-existing injuries, also known as apportionment. So to sum up this slide, basically here is what we say. Stakeholders are given a price, they have no tools to check the accuracy of the price, and they have no tools to check the completeness of the report of which the price is based upon. Said another way, think of it like this. You have a loaf of bread and you go through aisle 1. You're asked to pay $4.50 for the loaf of bread. Immediately after paying this price, you go to aisle 2. You're asked to pay $9.75 for the same loaf of bread. This is the dilemma of the stakeholders currently with trying to determine appropriateness and correctness of the pricing of California workers' compensation. Pretty crazy. Fortunately for the stakeholders, there is a tool called RateFast. Here at RateFast, we have developed something called the Integrity Calculator. The Integrity Calculator is a tool that is able to look at the contents of an impairment report and determine the accuracy and consistency of the rateable data set. Remember, the rateable data set is the information necessary that is used in the AMA Guides for pricing the injury. The Integrity Calculator not only can determine the completeness of the data set, but once that the data set is known, it can also be determined in percentiles for similar injuries of the same body part. Once the outputs of the Integrity Calculator are known, it becomes very easy to determine which provider has done the best work and has provided the most accurate report to the stakeholders. Now let's do some problem solving. In this example, 2 providers have seen the same patient at MMI for the stakeholders. Provider A determines that a 7% whole person impairment value is the price of the injury. The same individual is then seen by provider B, who determines that the price is 15% of the whole person. The question, of course, is how do the stakeholders know the more accurate value? Answer: price indexing becomes very clear with the application of the rate-fast integrity calculator. So this tool calculates the gaps in the impairment reports. In this scenario, provider A was found to have a 93% grade of rateable data set. That's an A- score. Provider B was found to have 63% of the rateable data set, or a D score. In this scenario, provider A delivered the most accurate report value based on the completeness of the rateable data set. Using new and innovative tools such as the integrity calculator by RateFast, injury pricing becomes very transparent and very easy for all the stakeholders to understand the accuracy and the price and why they're paying the price of their injuries. Thanks for joining us today on the RateFast Speed Seminar for Price Indexing and Workers' Compensation. Please come over and join us at rate-fast.com and learn more about accurate, fast impairment rating, or sign up today for free for your own account.